Manti and I decided we need a lyrics.com check on those songs. I think it was Bring a Trophy to Dak's House. Is it going to be in Von Miller's trunk? Is that how that's going to work? Because the Cowboys signed Von Miller, and now he's joining the Cowboys on a one-year deal. So why Dallas? That becomes a question. Von Miller, of course, explained what brought him home. Plus, his new head coach, Brian Schottenheimer, shared his excitement about what the two-time Super Bowl champion brings to Dallas.
They were the first team to contact me like a week before training camp. It had been like some talks about like the Cowboys like throughout the whole offseason, and you know it just seemed right for me. And they can say what they want to say about my on the field production, but there's no question about it. I am the best teammate in the history of the National Football League.
He's going to add a lot, not just on the field, but off the field as well. And I think we're creating competition at a spot that is good. In no way, shape, or form is this where he comes in and takes over, any of that. You know, he's just another really good player that we're adding to the addition of Rashawn Gary, Donovan Ezeraku, Malachi Lawrence, James Houston played great the other night, Sam Williams, T. Wheat, Isaiah Land, Maris. It's deep, and you can never have enough pass rushers.
We all have kids at the table. When you got a baby and you have to put your elbow in the bathwater, make sure it's perfect.
Elbow,
yeah. Make sure you don't. The baby is like not the water's not too hot. Temperature check on the Cowboys right now. Like the Cowboys, is it perfect? Is it the season? Is it time for the season to begin because now they have Von Miller?
I think it's heating up.
Ooh.
It's getting a little hot over there in Dallas. And with the addition of Von Miller, you know that he's going to be a situational player. I don't think anybody's expecting this guy to go in there and play snaps downs 1, 2, and 3. It's just third down, certain situations, stick the guy in there and let him rush the passer. I do think, though, that what they've been able to do this offseason on the defensive side of the football is going to shore up a lot of those questions and those concerns that they had last year. You know what they have offensively? I think they're going to be even better this year, knowing that they're going to go year 2 under Coach Schottenheimer's system. But I still think that division runs through Philly. You can talk about what it could be. Yes, it should be better. Yes, Christian Parker is going to hopefully bring some stuff over from Philly. The reality is, what you're getting in Philly defensively. You know what Vic Fangio and that defense is going to do to you. So, yes, are things heating up for me and the Dallas Cowboys? Of course. Am I high on the Dallas Cowboys? Of course. But what I know for sure is what they got over there in Philly. And to me, KB, it still goes through the Eagles.
I like that Jamie was like, we all have kids. We know. You put your elbow in the hot water. And Matt and I are like, what the hell are you talking about? I've never heard of an elbow in the hot water in my life.
No?
That's an industry standard. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, because your hands are taking care of the baby, whatever. Like oftentimes maybe you're holding the baby, and so you're like, is the water good? You dip your elbow in, and you're like, oh, it's perfect. Now I'm going to put you're not going to put the baby in scalding hot water. You're not going to put the team into like a championship division and just be like, here, deal with this. Elbow.
I've always managed the dexterity to take the baby into one hand and quickly put the left hand into the water. That's just me.
This is the thing. I promise you.
I'm fascinated, Jay. Is that an industry standard? Like, is that something that you're taught that people know? All right, I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to do a poll if anybody has heard of that, and we'll see what percentage has heard of it. You might be right. Speaking of heard of, I'm going to do the thing I love to do. This is the theme this week. For both of you, I'm trying to think of what I'll do if you get this right. Anything you want. If you guys can tell me, in the wake of Von Miller signing with the Cowboys, and I want to preface this by saying I didn't know this either, so don't feel like you're going to be dumb. I didn't know it either. Who led the Dallas Cowboys in sacks last year? I cannot believe it. I had to triple check. Manti, if you
Whatever
get this,
Manti says.
I'm walking to L.A. I'll be there in like a month.
I am going to go.
Who led the Cowboys in sacks? This is the Dallas Cowboys. Go ahead.
I'll say Maris Lufau.
Oh, yes. Confirmed. Deron Bland.
It's so crazy. All right. Yesterday we didn't believe, right? It's a great guess. Yesterday we didn't believe that Von Miller had 9 sacks last year with the Commanders.
Yes.
I still don't think he was on the Commanders, but they tell me he was. Do you know who led the Cowboys in sacks last year? I'm not making this up.
Who?
Jadeveon Clowney.
What?
That's the guy who led them in sacks, and he had, I think, 8.5 sacks. I'm telling you, I had the same reaction as you. I missed them. Do we have them? Oh, there's Clowney in 42.
Oh, my gosh, bro.
This is all of them. Look at this.
Because we have a very special relationship with tracking what team Clowney is on,
wait.
Kyle. Like,
And he only got signed. He got signed like around Thanksgiving-ish. Like he got signed in the middle of the season, right? He didn't get.
At this point, I'm sure of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I'm still checking. I still feel like this is irresponsible for me to put this out there, but research tells me this is right. So here's my point. Like, Jamie, you know what I always say about the Cowboys. What question do I ask every single year about the Cowboys?
How is it different? How can it be different so we can have a different outcome?
How is it different?
Yeah.
Right. It's just not the same ingredients every time. This is interesting to me. This is different. They bring in a pass rush specialist, and Von Miller to me is just like, it's like a baseball slugger that you bring in that, like, we know you're going to strike out a lot. Maybe you're our DH, but we also know maybe once every 2 games you're going to hit a home run, or like, just get in there and swing out of your shoes, Vaughn. We're not really asking you to play the run. We may not even be asking you to play any first or second downs. We don't know. But can you get out there and can you get us a few sacks? And if you think that's improbable, A, you did it for the Commanders last year. B, our leading sacker was Jadeveon Clowney, who's been on 46 different teams, even though there only are 32 teams. So anything is possible. Something is new. It's a little spice. I said yesterday, he's a Texas guy who'll be motivated. He'll be comfortable. He's eccentric as hell, and I like that about Vaughn. But I think him in Dallas just saying, Vaughn, if you get us 5 sacks over the whole season, this will be worth it. So I'm into it. The temperature check's pretty warm. Not elbow warm, but temperature check's pretty warm. I'm going to do the poll right now.
Here's why it's important is apparently it's because your hands and fingers build up a tolerance for high heat, which
come on.
It is. And so if you put your elbow in, that is what the baby can handle. Okay, it's just come on, guys. Like, does everybody?
I don't know about that, Jamie.
Jamie, we've been putting our hand to test heat since cavemen were touching the fire. It always works. It's undefeated. We don't need the elbow. The hand is fine.
You ever seen anybody at the fire pit just going like this to warm themselves up, Jamie?
I'm not putting a baby into the fire pit, though. I'm putting a baby into bath water.
Like while they're around the fire.
Jamie, do you imagine there's a scenario in which a parent, a doting parent, might reach into the bath water with their hand and say, that feels fine. No, let me double check. Oh, ow, no, it's way too hot. Thank God I did the elbow test.
You guys all sound like rookies with the baby in the bathwater. Fanatics put something out really cool for the rookies. Advice and encouragement, not on parenting, but on how to really succeed.
6 sets of quotes around it, and it's starting to raise some eyebrows, tightness, and it's been day after day after day. There was a suggestion, I hope I'm attributing it right, I think it was Pro Football Talk, that there might be some shenanigans going on and that Christian is well paid, but not as well paid as some of the new guys, and that there is some sort of thing approaching adjacent to some sort of hold-in and tightness. Do you get any sense of that? Have you heard anything about that, or is he really kind of banged up?
So, Kyle, I have not heard any sort of issue there. You know, I think it's probably granular, as you would say. Shout out to you with the word with the the Rams. But it's one of those situations where Derrick Henry is probably in a similar boat, right? But once you hit 30, you're on your 3rd contract. It's probably harder to expect that big-time money. McCaffrey redid his deal that put him, on average at the time, at around $20 million per year. So he's due $30 million in cash over the next 2. It's hard to compare with like Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs, who are premier 24-year-old guys right in their prime looking for that big second contract. And yes, they cashed in. McCaffrey's already been there. So you never know with NFL business. You know, those things happen sometimes where hold-ins happen often. We see it around the league. I haven't heard anything hard and fast with McCaffrey and that being an issue with his money right now.
Jeremy, let's jump to the AFC South. A lot of eyeballs on the Colts, and if they can start off the season the way they did last year. A lot of that hinges on Daniel Jones, of course, but he should be happy because he has a new addition on offense that he could utilize for Indianapolis.
Yeah, the Colts swung big last night, signing 34-year-old Keenan Allen. They needed receiver help. They're really thin there. Alec Pierce has been out. Keenan Allen has familiarity with Shane Steichen from their days with the Los Angeles Chargers. So he knows the offense. And you know how it goes with these older veterans. They don't want to go to training camp, so they wait till training camp is over to sign. So that's essentially what Allen did. And he can be an instant impact player in the slot. They can move him around. Knows the offense well. The Colts are trying to make the playoffs here, but with Alec Pierce out, they're thin. Otherwise, they let Michael Pittman go. They really needed help. They wait till the right time, cash in late August, to get their guy Keenan Allen. And now all the top receivers for the most part are off the market. Stephon Diggs in Washington, Keenan Allen to Indianapolis.
Speaking of instant impact, Christian Gonzalez did so for the Patriots defense when he arrived in New England. Now he's looking at a dollar sign on the other coast because Devin Witherspoon just got paid. So what's going on with Gonzalez as we inch closer to a contract update with him?
Jamie, so Gonzalez and New England have been in contact. They've been working on a potential deal, and that market is set up for him. $33 million per year is what Witherspoon has. Gonzalez is expected to top that at some point. But in recent days and weeks, this has not been a slam dunk to get done. Progress has to be made. You know, there's been some rocky moments at times with this where Robert Kraft came out and said, hey, we offered to make Gonzalez the highest paid cornerback in the league. He didn't take the offer. I don't sense Gonzalez loved that comment, but, you know, it's his owner, so out of respect, they're trying to move forward here. And it's a situation where he doesn't have to sign a deal. He's under contract for 2 more years, but he is a premier top 3 man cover guy, and those players don't come around very often. So New England certainly wants to find a way to get this done, but the Patriots don't have a precedent for doing like top market deals for up and coming players. You know, they've done some deals for Brady and Gronkowski and players like that in the past, but not to this magnitude. So it's really interesting to see how New England handles this.
Well, to follow Kyle Brandt's line of thinking, maybe we're going to see tightness out of Christian Gonzalez. I don't know, because I mean, like at this point, we're just looking for